Final tip, total tip. I ate my money. That's a pretty damn good excuse not to leave a tip. What's happening, guys? So there's been a lot of controversy online about this receipt that was posted on Reddit, and you know, there's different news places talking about this, and I wanted to share my input on this story. So there was this lady that went out to eat and allegedly left a tip of "Sorry, single mom." What's really startling about this picture, as you can see, is it's a $140 bill for one person. What the fuck was she eating? No, she's either training for an eating competition or she's like down in some caviar with some real nice steak. Although this story would be a lot easier to talk about if we actually knew what this person looked like. I do wonder if she was eating for one person or two people, because to be honest, that's a really big bill. Now back to the topic. Is it really ever okay to leave an excuse instead of a tip? The first statement that I want to make is, why the fuck are you going out to a restaurant if you're not going to be tipping at all? I mean, that should be one of those mandatory things, one of those things that, you know, come to you naturally, one of those things that you have to do. That's why people have a tip application on their phone. They put in their dollars of the bill and then they figure out, you know, should I get 15, 20%? If it was really shitty service, maybe 10%, but nothing less than that. There's a lot of waiters and waitresses out there that'll work like 4 or 5 hours, and they rely on those 4 or 5 hours to make a living. But don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of really bad service. And you know, sometimes, you know, I only leave a couple bucks just because, well, it was really bad service. Don't get me wrong, us Polish people are known to be cheap. But cheap doesn't mean leaving nothing. Now, given the example of my father, who is the most stingy person in the world with money, he still leaves a half-decent tip. Sometimes I have to add a couple extra bucks when he isn't looking, but he still leaves a half-decent tip. And mind you, he's been unemployed for 5 years. So is it okay for anyone to ever leave an excuse instead of a tip, like the single mom who spent $140 on one single fucking meal? No. First of all, you're a retard for just spending $140 on one meal instead of going to the grocery store and getting yourself a shitload of really good groceries, or just a shitload of groceries for a very long time, or simply, you know, taking the kids out to, I don't know, a lower class meal, but taking the kids out and involving the entire family. In my opinion, this was a really shitty thing to do, especially since at the bottom of the receipt she said, "Thank you for the great service." If it was amazing service, she should have left at least 15%, probably 20%. But she didn't. She left an excuse. If she really didn't want to leave anything, she really should have written nothing and gotten the hell out of there. After which, she should have definitely sat down and reflect on the stupidity of going out for an expensive meal like that if you really are a broke single mom. In fact, in my opinion, I don't think this person's broke at all. In fact, I think this person is well off. In fact, I don't think this person is even a single mom and is using that single mom excuse on a bill. This person probably has a very good day job, and it just is a very stingy, stupid, lame, cheap, horrible person / tipper. That's my opinion. What's yours? Is it ever okay to leave an excuse instead of a tip? Let me know in the comment box below. If you agree with my opinion, click that like button. Catch you guys later. Stay sexy, stay hungry, and of course, get laid.